Jason took a stance. With fire in his eyes, he began his dance. A proud American with love for the land. Facing side beats, he made his stand. From the land of liberty to the vibrant sea, Jason brought his truth clear and keen. Writing on the notes his spirit soared. In the world of music, freedom roared. Jason hated Psy, for Psy hates America. Tensions rising high, his tales are panoramic. Jason's voice echoes a red-blooded patriot's call. In the battle of the music, we'll stand tall. Oh, stand tall. Oh.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
How that must have cost a lot to hire a band and have that written and all of that.
It's called AI Music Generator, Jason McLean. I installed the app on my phone, baby.
So you didn't pay for it? It's just
No, you actually do have to pay, but it's like
okay.
It's like $12 a month or something.
Okay.
I only just download the trial version.
I got you. I need you to send that to me. That is legitimately hilarious.
So yeah, welcome everybody. This is a pre-record. Today is actually Sunday, April the 6th. Say hi to the people at home, Jason McLean.
Hi, people at home.
And before we start, did you want to just plug your new show, your new content that you've been busting out?
Yeah. So Syrup Papers is it's back. You know, we did the first episode last month, and now I've dropped 3 episodes. One was redoing the biblical worldview because I thought we could do better, and then I did the Sethite. Well, actually,
because your mic was crappy the first time around.
Yeah, and I thought I could have done a better job, and I think
it sounded a lot better the second time, though.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Yeah, well, thank you. And then I've dropped 3 others: the Sethite heresy, why the Nephilim matter. Then the Nephilim are not that important. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. Now we're down to just 1 episode a month. It'll be the last Saturday of every month. We'll drop a new episode, and it'll be a lot of fun. You're helping me with those, and you're going to be, partly responsible for when people come knocking on my door.
So Nephilim lives matter, Jason McLean?
Yeah, Nephilim lives matter, exactly.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Mm-hmm. Speaking of lives that matter, and speaking of Nephilim, because, Nephilim were described as gods amongst men, demigods, right?
Sure.
Today we are going to talk about a demigod.
Is that
one of my personal heroes, one of my icons, and a legend, probably one of the greatest human beings to have ever walked this earth. I mean, second place, of course, to Jesus, respect for present company.
All right.
There's Jesus, and then there's like Buddha, and then maybe like Martin Luther King or Gandhi. But Psy's like right there, right? Today we're going to talk about Psy.
I'm okay with you putting him on par with Gandhi, because Gandhi was a racist piece of trash.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hornball, too.
Yeah.
He was a little creepy with the
and that's the thing that everyone seems to forget. He was still all about the caste system.
Yeah. Like
the whole concept of the untouchables, all of it. Gandhi was all about that crap. So, yeah. Yeah.
So Gandhi's he was lesser than Psy.
Lesser than Psy. Well, in your opinion, honestly, I think Psy should be punched in his vagina every day.
What? How dare you, sir? That's
often and regularly.
That's blasphemous.
No.
So, yes, we do. Everyone here knows Psy, obviously because of Gangnam Style. You're familiar with that song.
Yes.
Here's a clip from that video. And I don't know, Jason. Give us your thoughts on when you first listened to those tunes, when Gangnam Style first blessed your ears.
Well, I mean,
what was that experience like?
It was inflicted upon me like it was everyone else when it was, popularized. It hit the radio, and it was honestly, it seemed to me to be just another pop thing. Like it was just pop from Korea. It was a club thing. I didn't care at the time. Still don't. I mean, not a fan of his. he's, he should be punched often in his vagina. And
See, I was in Korea when Gangnam Style popped off, so I didn't really get to see how huge it got
yeah.
in American like pop culture until I started seeing Psy making all these appearances on like Ellen and shit.
Yeah. Well, and it's
I'm
like,
like, damn.
wasn't it the first? It was the first YouTube video to go over 1 billion views, if I recall. They had to actually change the view counter for that song. I recognize it was a big song, and it was and in many ways, you could argue that's kind of what helped bring K-pop in general into a more mainstream Western view. I think that's a fair, because again, it was after that you started seeing K-pop start showing up more. I'm not saying it's the number one thing. Honestly, I think it was a lot of like video games. The Korean video game market becoming larger is what really brought it in, because of the kids. But he was sort of that first in for the Western market.
He was the first in, but he was really seen more as like I told you before, right? He's more of like a Weird Al, because Gangnam Style was really a parody of K-pop more than anything.
Yeah. No, I even watching the video, you get that feeling that this is not really a serious thing.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of ways, it's very similar to Achy Breaky Heart, right?
Yeah.
Because like Achy Breaky, okay, aside from everything that's gone on with Miley Cyrus and that whole situation, Billy Ray Cyrus is one, and I've said this for years, before he's gone nuts, and I do blame Disney for that. He was honestly one of the better songwriters in Nashville. People don't understand that he was writing a lot of stuff, and he was a great performer. But the problem is, the first time anyone had any contact with him was Achy Breaky Heart, and Achy Breaky Heart was nothing more than a club dance, or technically honky tonk dance song. That's all it was supposed to be. It was never. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be big. It was just supposed to be one of those tracks. It's like, oh, everyone wants to dance to it, and then you're done. And the problem is, it blew up so much, it got so overplayed. He became so big off of that one song, people couldn't get past it, right? Like, it was the first way that they had encountered him. But I mean, even watching, the Gangnam Style video, it's very clear that doesn't look like it's a serious outing. Like, again, not knowing anything about K-pop at the time, it's like, this is clearly, like you said, almost Weird Al-esque. Like, it's not a serious song, and but I think, it's one of those things where it was just the right hook. It was catchy enough for people of all nationalities and all languages to kind of vibe with it. Like I said, it was just a song. I didn't really care that much, but...
By the way, for people who are curious, Gangnam is actually a district in Seoul. It literally means South River.
It's like the hoity-toity area, right?
Yeah. This is what it actually looks like.
That doesn't seem very hoity or toity to be.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the it's actually one of the back streets. It's not the main street, but this is what, if you walk through Gangnam, this is what it basically looks like. Man, I miss that place. I miss being back in Korea. Man, moving back to America, honestly, between you and me, Jason, kind of sucks.
Oh, that's something someone who likes Psy would say.
Yeah. This country is not the worst place, but man, I miss being back in Seoul. I really do.
Neon lit third world nation, huh?
Yeah.
That's your vibe.
Yeah, it's like the exact opposite of like what people like Tex are into, like all being in the woods and the country with them beasts and with them Bigfoots and the dog man. No, I like neon lights. I like crowds of people.
You like living in Blade Runner.
Smells. I like.
By smells, lights, you mean urine?
The sounds. The smell's gonna get kind of funky. Actually, no. A lot of times it smells good because there's a lot of good street food being cooked. And you're like, oh damn, that smells good. So, but then, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've realized Jason, my brother-in-arms here, has been living in a cloud of ignorance because Gangnam Style is the only Psy song that he knows. And I mean to fix that tonight, folks. because there have been a number
have they
of
done to
other
you?
hits that Psy has released. Not as big as Gangnam Style, but then again,
course.
how many songs can ever get as big as that?
Not
But
many.
okay, here's the first one I want to show you.
Although maybe that first song that you just played should be as big as Gangnam Style. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe. That was a good one.
It was a good one.
I'll play it as the outro when the show ends because I know you love it so much.
There you go.
Okay, so did you know, Jason, that Psy actually did a collaboration with Snoop Dogg?
Wow, that's not surprising.
Is your
in
mind
the least.
blown?
Not really. Snoop Dogg's been digging around for paychecks for a while now, so I mean, yeah, I could see him whoring out for a piece of trash like Psy.
Did you know Snoop Dogg actually did a K-pop video?
I did not know that, but again, ever since he started hanging out with Martha Stewart, nothing surprises me anymore.
And I'm about to show this to you because your mind's going to be blown.
Will it,
Snoop
though?
Dogg
Will
in a
it?
K-pop video. Prepare to get your mind blown. Okay, are we ready?
I am ready.
All right, let me make sure there's captions. Are there captions? I don't think we even need captions, do we?
I don't know. You're the one who knows.
No, it's unavailable. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
All
Probably
right, Jason, you're
even
gonna
YouTube
want to
doesn't
full
let-
screen this motherfucker on your StreamYard right now. Are you full screen right now?
Hold on. Let me. If I'm going to endure this, I might as well endure it properly. Okay.
Okay,
I am
this
now-
song is called
now
Hangover.
prepared.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
My loins are girded.
Hangover, 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 hangover.
Oh, damn, there's Snoop Dogg.
It ain't over. Try to make a back a memory over and over. Hangover, 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 hangover.
Well, it's clearly up to Psy's usual quality.
Can I find a single piece of me? Game over.
Oh, they're getting ready for another night out on the town.
Hangover.
Oh yeah, Psy and Snoop Dogg. This song glorifies alcohol consumption, Jason McLean.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Can I find a single piece of me? Game over.
Drink till you're drunk, smoke like a broke stuff.
By the way,
Yeah.
there's a lot of scenes in this video that actually kind of gives me PTSD. Okay, like one of the.
That bad.
Okay, so for example, where they're sitting at now,
Yeah.
this is what a typical Korean convenience store looks like. Basically, they have like these little benches. You know, like how convenience stores, they'll have like the little setup for like, you know, the microwave or the coffee machine, right? But
Right.
every convenience store has like this tiny little mini table that kind of spans the width of like one of the main like walls, right? It looks out through the windows, right? Front door will typically be to like size right. And what he's eating here is like cup noodles.
Right.
And you see those little green bottles? Those
Yeah,
are
there's, like-
hangover tonics.
I was about to say
Because-
that's what they look like. It's
Yeah.
like those energy shots and anti. Yeah.
And you'll see like businessmen sitting there at like 6 a.m, like before going to work because they were out drinking the night before. Mm-hmm. Like bloodshot eyes, eating like cup ramen, drinking those tonics. I mean, I've been there. So seeing them there, I'm like, ooh, so many.
I get it.
PTSD
Old-
memories.
Yeah. Hangover cure.
Yeah.
You know. I get you. That was the vibe I was feeling, but yeah, I didn't have the cultural
Yeah.
context for it. So yeah,
Don't,
continue.
don't quit, take flight. I can't remember last night. It's alright, this the life of a superstar. Sci-fi with that boy trooping hard, cooping cars, Snoopy hard. In
That's
the
a sauna.
Drink another cup until I fall flat. All that and then some.
By the way, Korea's got a lot of bathhouses. People love their bathhouses there.
Oh, at no point was
Yeah.
I under the assumption that Psy would not be visiting bathhouses.
Oh yeah.
151 done dilly. Really for show that I'm toe back, intoxicated, change over, game over, hangover, faded. Body shit miss. That tear up your yes. 꾀꼬리 못 찾겠어 미니 많이 뭐 catch a lady by the toe 안 예쁘면 예뻐 보일 때까지 바라비리보
Drink it up and get
Oh
sick.
man, this is another one that gives me PTSD.
Drink it up, live it up, give it up
Oh my god, damn it. There's the fucking limit.
Pour it up, drink it up, live it up, give it up But I can't stop making bottles pop
So this,
Okay.
these are okay. So
What are they drinking that gave them that much of a reaction?
soju.
Oh,
That's
it's soju.
soju.
Okay, it's rice, so it's like a whiskey, right? Or would it be closer to vodka?
It's closer to a vodka,
Okay.
but it's really, yeah. So the type of restaurant they're actually in right now, that's actually a Chinese restaurant. So you know how they have like Chinese restaurants in America, but they're not really Chinese. They're like American style Chinese.
Yeah.
So they got the same thing in Korea where they're like Chinese restaurants in Korea. Not really Chinese, it's like the Korean style of it.
Understood.
But
understood.
these places that are like open 24/7 and people be getting wasted, right? Showing up there like after drinking. It's basically the Asian version of like Denny's.
Okay. I'm feeling the vibe.
But you can order drinks there. But imagine if you go to Denny's after drinking, but then you can still keep ordering drinks. That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm
until the wheels fall off and I can't quit I wake up in the morning, do the same shit Wake up in the morning, do the same shit Hangover
Oh yeah, this song's bumping.
Hangover Hangover
Yeah, Snoop Dogg and Psy tearing it up in South Korea, yo.
how much money did he need?
Waking and baking, shaking the
Okay.
baking and baking, raking and
Now this. So you know how in Japan they got karaoke, right?
Right. So hold
Right.
on, real quick, before you tell me what this is. Allow me to throw something out here on this,
All right.
just out of curiosity. These two ladies are clearly not top of the line.
Attractive. Right.
Yeah, they're clearly older.
They're just random ladies they bumped
Right.
into at the Chinese restaurant.
At the Chinese restaurant. This almost feels like you said, karaoke bar, but this doesn't feel like a bar. This feels like almost like a
It's like a private room.
private room, but like almost at like a nursing home kind of thing.
No, it's a private karaoke room.
Oh, okay, they have okay. So
So,
I
but
was just
here's the
wondering 'cause,
thing.
yeah, this felt like a little
So
different.
these rooms, they're all over the place in Korea. It's like their national pastime. Like everyone in Korea, like this is where you go.
I'm
So
sorry.
the Japanese, they do
private?
it differently. The Japanese, they got karaoke bars, right?
Right, yeah. We got that here too. Yeah.
Yeah. In Korea, you don't have karaoke bars, you have karaoke rooms where you get these private rooms, and typically you'll get like four to 10, sometimes more, but typically around like a small group of people. Like if you know how when you, me, and Tex and all them went out
Yeah.
to that karaoke bar, instead of singing at the bar, we just got our own room, just our group, and we just did it like this. But then they bring drinks and food while you're at it. So
it's just your party.
it's just your
and-
party. Yeah, you're not with any
Okay.
randos.
Okay.
But
that
that's how
feels-
they do it in Korea.
So
Especially when you're out to the bars and you meet up with some ladies. Hey, you want to go back to the karaoke place? And
that's not
it's all
code for
dark.
something. It's just
well, sometimes people hook up there.
which makes sense. That's kind of what I was assuming.
I've hooked up quite a few times at those places. But yeah,
I'm certain. Okay.
okay.
All right. Continue.
Early in the morning in the bathroom, on my knees, tipping and dripping, flipping.
Oh,
the
he
floor,
got them
whipping
beer
and dripping, and drink
goggles.
on the floor.
Yeah, he does.
This is the only way that I was taught a long time ago. So Korea, you'll see a Giga like Mia. Never will they never be another like here. GANGSTA, nothing left to say. I done smoked my whole day up.
Oh shit, that's G-Dragon. Before BTS,
Yeah.
BTS was third generation, but then before the third generation, G-Dragon right here, he was the alpha of the second generation.
Ah, gotcha.
That's G-Dragon.
So this is yeah, okay. I'm just sort of surprised that Psy's not hanging off of a dude.
Drink it up and get sick. Bottoms up, get wasted.
Pour it up, drink it up, live it up, give it up.
Oh my God, damn it.
When do you ever see Snoop Dogg skipping like
Pour it
that?
up, drink it up.
Honestly,
Give
he's
it
done
up.
a lot recently.
But I can't stop making bottles.
Oh man, he can't handle the alcohol. He can smoke all that weed in the world, but drinking once in South Korea, that's his limit, man.
Hangover, waking and baking, shaking
Up,
and
there's the
taking
pool
and
halls.
baking, raking the cheese early
Yep.
in the morning in the bathroom.
You notice they're not actually playing billiards?
Yeah, what are they playing?
This is the only way that I was taught a long time ago.
It's like 4-ball. It's like you have 2 red balls and 2 white balls, and the idea is you have to hit when it's your turn. You have to use your cue ball to hit the one red ball, and then you got to bounce it off like 2 rails, and then hit the other red ball, and that's how you score.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
really hard, but the balls are like extra big, so it's easier
I
to put
noticed
like
that.
English on them.
Yeah, I noticed that they were significantly larger,
Yeah.
and I didn't see all the normal colors. So this isn't billiards. This is an entirely different game.
Yeah, it's
okay,
called
you know what?
tango,
Okay,
but
I mean,
it's
I'm
hard,
interested.
man. It's hard.
Okay. Well, I suck at pool anyway, so yeah, that's I'll give it to you.
He's eating black noodles right now. That's black bean noodles. By the way, who was the one that brought like spaghetti over from like China to? Was that Magellan or Marco Polo?
Marco
That was Marco
Polo.
Polo, right?
Yeah.
So when Marco Polo was in Asia, he came across this dish, right? That he got
Yeah.
the idea of spaghetti. That's the legend, right?
Right. Yeah, that's not entirely true, but yeah, that's sort of
As
that's
the legend
method.
goes,
Legend
the
goes,
dish, the very dish that gave Marco Polo the idea to
Yeah.
make spaghetti is what Sai is eating right now. It's a noodle dish, but instead of the tomato sauce or the marinara sauce, it's a black bean sauce,
yeah. Interesting.
and it's called jjajangmyeon. But here's the thing: it's Chinese, but it's like the Chinese restaurants I was telling you about.
Yeah.
They serve those at those Chinese restaurants, but it's actually a Korean dish because Chinese people in China don't actually eat that. Like
Right.
people in China don't actually eat General Tso's chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GANGSTA, nothing left to say. Honey, smoke
Oh,
my
yeah, that
whole
looks
day.
good.
Hangover, 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 hangover.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Hangover, 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 hangover.
Drink it up and get sick.
Oh,
Bottoms
yeah.
up, get wasted.
Pour it up, drink it up, live it
Those
up.
are like the
give it
outdoor
up.
drinking
Oh my
spots.
God, damn it. There's the fucking limit.
Pour it up, drink it up, live it up, give it up. But I can't stop making bottles pop until the wheels fall off. And I can't quit. I wake up in the morning, do the same shit. Hangover, 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 hangover.
Yeah, that's what Korea looks like at like 6 in the morning when you're stumbling out of the fucking bars.
It ain't over. Try to make a back a memory over and over. Hangover, 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 hangover. Party's over.
Yep.
It ain't over. Can I find a single piece of me? Game over.
That is the kind of chaos I expect Sai to bring, as he is a bringer of death and destruction and evil.
Was that too much for you, Jason McLean? Was that too much for your
No.
Christian
I've seen-
sensibilities?
No. I have seen far worse. Honestly, I'm just sort of embarrassed that Snoop Dogg was there. That just feels like he needed a paycheck real bad. Like that's
Snoop
how
Dogg
might
got
have-
that taste of that K-pop style, baby.
yeah.
He got the taste of it.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's a shame. That's
But yeah, it does capture like some aspects. Though that's the thing I appreciate about that video. It does capture some aspects of what it's actually like being a drunken degenerate in South Korea, sorta.
understood.
Because a lot of those places are actual places that people go to, and it does look a lot like awfully accurate.
Gotcha. Well,
the
they're
convenience
probably
store and the
doing
pool
stuff on
halls.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably doing stuff on location. So, but it was a slice of life kind of thing. Is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
That's fair.
so we did a slice of life, and because Psy comes from, about his backstory, right?
Not entirely, and it's been a while.
Well, he was actually the son of like a CEO, like old money.
Yeah.
Like how in Korea everything's like based around like companies and
Oh, yeah,
CEOs and everything's very corporate.
Yeah.
And he was the son of like a very successful businessman, CEO of his own. It's like a smaller, like moderate sized company. Nothing like not a household name or nothing.
Right.
I forgot what it was exactly. I think it was like heavy industries or some steel or some kind of manufacturing. But Psy was essentially set up to be like the CEO to take over his father's company because there's it's nepotism.
Right. That's what you do, right? It's a family
what
business.
you do. It's family business.
Right.
But then I think he went to study over at Cornell, if I'm not mistaken. And then at Cornell, he was studying for an MBA. But what he really wanted to do, Jason McLean, was music. It was in his heart.
So what I'm hearing is that the Ivy Leagues have ruined someone with potential.
His father almost disowned him for pursuing
should've.
music.
Not
He's
for
like,
pursuing
"You're not
music,
going
but
to
for
be a
being piece of
businessman
trash."
like your family." He's like, "No, Daddy, I want to bring music to the world."
You should have disowned him for being a piece of trash.
So because of that, the next song that we're going to examine, Jason, Psy pays tribute not only to his, the influences of his father, but he also pays tribute to like future generations. This is a multi-generational, like kind of like paying homage.
He's telling the story of the bloodline. Okay.
Of the bloodline, yes.
All right. I guess push play on what will be another crime against humanity.
The first scene is going to be the like giving birth. Mm-hmm. It's going to be silent. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with the sound. As soon as that scene is over, then shit really kicks in.
Okay.
It's called Daddy.
I see that. Although I assume whenever he's saying the word daddy, it's because he's spanking a lady boy.
You'll see. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm prepared.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, Jason McLean.
I got it from my daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy.
Baby Psy. Oh, damn, he's slaying all the kindergarten girls.
I feel nice. You look nice. 널 보자마자
Oh, damn, they sweating him.
Don't think twice. 이미 게임 끝났어. You be my curry. I'll be your rice. My name is P.
By the way, that's my favorite line of the whole song. You
That
be my
is-
curry, I'll be your rice.
That is I have to admit, it's clearly designed to be a lowbrow pun, and
Yeah.
that's what they're going for. I appreciate that aspect of it. And so yes, I do appreciate a good pun every once in a while. So I'll let that slide even though it's from a degenerate piece of trash. Continue.
Do you appreciate a little curry on your rice, Jason McLean?
I do actually like curry.
Yeah. We eat it all the time. Curry and rice. It's awesome. Especially with like beef and potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, so yeah, I'm a big fan of. And again, I think I've told this story. I'm a big fan of curry, but also of naan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And again,
I love me
I
some
was
naan.
I was introduced to naan by Ugandans.
Really?
Yeah. So, apparently, a lot of and again, this is one of those things people don't talk about. Going back to the whole Gandhi being a racist piece of trash. India has obviously had a lot of influence in Africa because obviously they're right there, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, a lot of Indian workers went over to Uganda and they brought naan with them. So cultural exchange, like anything else, right?
I mean, it's like what, unleavened bread? I'm pretty sure that's pretty ubiquitous.
It is, but the thing about naan is it's made with yogurt, and it is very different. Like it's clearly it's like any flatbread, right? So it's not. But it's made with yogurt, and so it's a very different consistency. It's very good. I'm a big fan.
I do love me some naan. Dipping that shit in curry, yeah.
Oh, butter
fucking
chicken
dope.
also. Yeah. I'm here for it. All right, continue with the crap.
All right.
My curry. I'll be your rice. My name is PSY. 한국말로 박재상. 너의 변한 눈동자.
such obscene gestures, Jason.
Yes.
So this is his father, but as a young man.
Right.
And then there's regular Psy on the right.
Hey, where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy.
Oh, yeah.
My daddy. I got
Oh, he's tearing up the geriatrics.
That body from?
Same way he tears up those kindergarten girls, man.
it from my daddy.
The way you
out
phrase that is only appropriate for Psy, because I assume that there's also probably some Epstein crap in his closet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on fire. Take you higher. 넌 한폭의 명작. 난 아낌없는 buyer. Don't be a liar. 까고 말해봐요.
I love how he just screams at women's asses. That was my favorite bit.
Yeah. Well, he's trying really hard to make people think he's not gay.
Wait a minute. 지금부터 선수끼리 밤이 아까워. 타나플라우라 불타오르는.
All right, hold on. What was that game they were playing?
I'm not quite sure. I think I think I know what it is, but
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that game, but
All
let's
right.
just say old people, they love gambling with it. It's like one of those little card games.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Not
clearly a
like
card
mahjong,
thing,
but it's like these weird little cards.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I wasn't certain if it was something I'd know or not. All right, continue.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
Hey, where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
This song should have been way bigger than it was. I mean, it was still. I mean, it was huge.
I don't think it really should have.
I think this song is brilliant. It's a masterpiece, Jason. Look at those dance moves, man.
No, that's...
Listen, my papa was a Superman. Hey,
Oh man, he's tearing it up as that old dude. He's about to dance battle that guy, Jason. Oh shit.
I got it from my daddy.
Oh, we're back to the one move everyone knows that he can do.
Yep. His dances are all like that. They gotta have that one move, you know? They're supposed to be memorable. So
So this was his video of I'm angry at my dad and I'm 16. I need to pretend that I'm not gay.
I guess so.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
actually,
you can tell
in
he
real
was-
life, he actually
was-
has twin daughters.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you do when you're trying to hide that you're gay.
You have twin daughters?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at all the movie stars that is. Oh, they're such ladies' men. That's the family you have to hide the fact that you're gay. Because he was clear, like when that chick walked over his face, right? You could tell he was very disappointed that he didn't see some balls there. I'm just saying, it's obvious.
Now,
He's trying too hard.
Even though I do believe Psy himself is a great man, and he did introduce a lot of people to K-pop.
Yeah.
One of the things I think you were incorrect about, Jason, was that you gave him the credit for making K-pop as introducing it to the Americans in the way that it's as big as it is today, and and I would have to disagree with that only because the Messiahs came, Jason. Notice I say that
Okay.
plural.
Plural. Yeah, I noticed it was pluralized.
This is who made K-pop explode. Psy was more like he was the appetizer.
Right. Well,
This was the main course, baby, right here.
So who are these lady boys?
This is BTS.
Is it? I can tell. It's hard to tell with that grandma at the very bottom.
And of these members,
Yes.
one of them actually does a crossover with Psy. Like, and I'm saying crossover, not a collaboration. Collaboration is two artists getting together, and they're like, "Oh, hey, let's do a song together." You know, let's mix up.
Yeah.
No, this was a fucking crossover, Jason. Imagine
What would
if
be
you
the
will.
difference?
Imagine if you will. You're watching X-Men, right?
Right.
X-Men, they're fighting, I don't know, Magneto and shit, and
Yeah, yeah.
boom, fucking Portal appears, and guess who comes out the portal and drop kicks Magneto? Fucking Batman.
Okay.
And you'd be like, what?
I would, because they're two different properties. They're
Yeah.
owned by- yeah. It would be very hard for them to cross over. But I get your point. So how would this be? So what would make this a crossover instead of just a?
Because this is the video that blew up, like, all the hardcore K-pop fans when they saw Psy come out with this video.
Yeah.
People's brains melted out of their ears, Jason. They melted out of their goddamn ears because Psy does a video, and out of the blue, K-pop Jesus appears.
Yeah.
Suga.
I don't
BTS.
think that's appropriate. I mean,
He K-pop Jesus, Jason.
I don't think so.
I'm not talking, it's not to make fun of the regular Jesus. Regular Jesus is regular Jesus, but the K-pop version of that?
I don't think that even applies. And the fact that he's associating with Psy would mean that he's nowhere near that. I mean, that's very much a step down.
By the way, Suga, for those of you who are not aware, he is the Commander Riker of the group.
Oh,
Because the
gotcha.
guy to his left here, that's RM. He's the actual leader. Suga, he's like the second in command.
But he's also a little bit of eye candy.
Yeah, he's the one that most women are attracted. Most of the women who, like, if you ask them, like the hardcore female fans of BTS, if you did a survey and asked them like which one were they personally the most attracted to, it would either be K-pop Jesus or Jimin. Jimin is the one on the far right. But
How can they tell them apart? Okay, bring
What?
that picture back up. 'Cause,
they all look unique and different in their own
They
ways.
absolutely, except for the aged lesbian at the bottom right hand corner.
That's Jungkook. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm expecting him to send cookies or something. He looks like an aged lesbian. That's what he looks like. You can't tell me with those glasses and that hair, he doesn't look like some. I'm sorry. I would expect to see that at Portland.
You know what the
when
funny
I'm
thing
driving
is?
through.
Okay, I'll explain to you one thing. You know Jungkook, right? The guy you're calling the age lesbian. You know what?
Sure.
He out of the group. He's the one that's known for the body because he's all like shredded and ripped, and he does like he trains MMA and martial arts. So he's all like, he's always got his six pack showing. He's always got his shirt open. He's the body of the group.
So he is a lesbian. Continue.
So,
all right.
so
understood.
Suga, he's more the mind. This guy like reads history and poetry, and he's like the brains of the group.
Well, if
But he's K-pop Jesus.
Well, if he's crossing over the side, he's not that bright.
K-pop Jesus, Jason.
No.
Hold on.
If he killed Psy, I would tend to agree with you.
So, let me get the video pulled up. The other thing that you should be aware of about this video, it's got like a cowboy theme, Texas style.
I'm going to want to hurt him even more, aren't I?
So not only does Psy do a cowboy themed video, but all of a sudden, boom, crossover. K-pop Jesus literally ascends from the sky. And all the hardcore K-pop BTS fans, like their brains melted.
Well,
Fucking melted.
I can imagine they melted, considering they're watching BTS. Only three cells left anyway.
Are you ready for the madness, Jason?
Sure, why not?
This one, I'm going to turn subtitles on. Yep.
Oh, so here, I'll put it back to full screen so I can read it.
All right,
Because
ready?
clearly I need to read this.
Featuring Suga of BTS. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
I am prepared. Oh, pause it real quick. So I understand and I would agree that BTS is what made K-pop really big in the West and culture. But my point about Psy is that he's the first foot through the door that sort of
he's the
opened up
first foot through the door. Yeah,
right. So
Yeah.
that's all I was saying. Obviously,
Yeah.
BTS is the biggest, but it's always there's the first person through the door that sort of gets people to go, "What's going on?" And then the next wave hits, and that's when you get the actual
Yeah.
success. Right? It's never the first.
No,
person
Psy
through the
was
door.
what caused a lot of people to say, "Oh, what? There's music coming from South Korea,"
Yeah, that's what.
and then BTS is what got them sucked in.
That's
Yeah.
which is my point. Yeah. So
Yeah.
continue.
All right.
I'm already offended.
You're already annoyed.
Yes. Oh, good. If it doesn't, dang it, there's more sound.
22 side coming back. Long time no see, huh? 오래간 아니지, huh? 우리 다시 웃고 읽고 지고 먹고 let's get loco. Pandemic's over.
Yeah, that's really offensive.
다시 그분 오자.
Well, the lockdowns were over. He was celebrating, man. Wouldn't you?
No, I wanted him locked in more.
Oh yeah, cowboy style, baby. Do you appreciate all the cowboy hats, Jason?
At no point.
Very
do I.
Texas, right?
No.
Can you feel it? Whoa.
Wow, they almost look Texan, Jason.
Can you feel it?
They're all cowboyed up.
Well, the cultural appropriation is painful.
준비하시고 쏘세요. That like that. 기분 좋아, baby.
You know, you're right. This is hardcore cultural appropriation if you think about
Yeah.
it.
If you really want to be accurate, he should be building a railroad.
3 to the 4.
Ouch.
At least it'd be useful. Oh, and look, he's even stealing the.
What?
So not only is he doing his lame ass dance moves, he's straight stealing Fortnite. Is there anything this guy does that's actually original?
No,
or
I
is he
think
just...
Fortnite actually took that from him.
Oh, I doubt that.
I'm wondering.
All right, continue.
But anyway, so he shows up. This is Gangnam Style Psy.
Right. Okay.
So this is Psy 2.0, but then all of a sudden Psy 1.0 shows up.
So crap and then crap report.
There's Gangnam Style.
So many of these people could have had
Oh,
the opportunity
shit.
to beat his ass, and they didn't.
Jason, did you see that?
Yes,
Did you see
some
who
stunt
landed
double
from the
jumped in.
sky?
Well, it's a man in
K-pop
white.
Jesus has appeared, Jason. K-pop Jesus.
I don't think that's really how that works.
Like from the heavens, he descended. Oh, crap. And Psy does the finger guns.
야 내가 많은 사람한테 까먹어줘 That I like that Like that 시간이 지나도 변함없이 That I like that Like that I don't care that I like that That I like that Like that 내가 바라보고 바래왔던 사람들아 모두 다 ready set Yo 얘는 난 맷집 때리던 문은 불편하겠지 너네 바람대로 망할 거라 고사지는 사람들은 모아다가 가볍게 됐지 적당히 하라고
Oh, damn, they smacking each other, Jason.
Anyone who could get pimp slapped by Psy
Can you feel it?
is
Psy's all bleeding.
good.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh yeah. 준비하시고 쏘세요. That I like that. 기분 좋아, baby. 흔들어 좌우 위아래로. 1, 2, 3 to the 4. That I like that. That I like that.
I love those dance moves. They're hypnotic.
They're lame. So, hold on. What is this even supposed to be about? Exactly.
About like doing what you want because now you're free from the pandemic. So go out and enjoy life. You do as you please.
But how can we enjoy life knowing that that piece of crap is still walking the streets?
Who?
That's
Psy?
all I'm saying. Psy, yeah.
Psy is
How-
our inspiration, Jason.
Psy, the fact that Psy is still sucking air makes me
we have
question the
permission
justice
to
in the
enjoy
universe.
life. Psy has given us that permission.
Psy
And I mean
gives
to
no
take
one
advantage of that permission,
No.
Jason.
You're going to dance. You're going to rip off of somebody else's dance moves. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to appropriate their culture. I'm going to have a grand old time doing it, Jason. I'm going to get me a cowboy hat. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm friends with you and Tex and Randy.
Yeah, well, Randy is debatable.
Because this is what Cy has taught me. The way to enjoy life is you got to go to like Texans and steal their culture. And that's how you celebrate the end of the pandemic.
I get why you would look at us, understanding how awesome that we are, and say, I want a piece of that. I'm just saying, Cy doesn't deserve a piece of this awesomeness. Continue. He's in a leisure suit anyway.
But he's got K-pop Jesus with him. This is different this time. I love that move. So
he
another
was
ironic,
celebrating.
yeah.
So he was celebrating being told he could do something. Because again, he has no motivation of his own, no internal, outside of evil.
What are you talking about, evil? Psy brought joy and greatness and opened the door for K-pop.
Well, first of all, that alone should make you wonder. But Psy is a piece of trash that should be beaten often and repeatedly.
Why do you say this? What is your disdain for Psy?
Okay, hold on. I'm sending something to you right now. Check your things.
Okay.
All right, put it up. Put up what I just sent you. And then I want you to read it in his voice.
Okay. I got it here. Okay, let's see what Psy says. He says, kill those fucking Yankees who have been torturing Iraqi captives. Kill those fucking Yankees who ordered them to torture, kill their daughters, mothers, daughters-in-law, and fathers.
Finish it.
What about son-in-laws? Kill them all slowly and painfully.
Yeah.
And who was he talking? What is the context of this, Jason?
So the context on this is it was 2004. And hold on, let me...
Before Gangnam Style came out?
Yeah, this is before Gangnam Style came out. And it was 2004. Let me actually pull up the address, or the thing he was at. So it was a protest against the U.S. presence in Iraq, and it was during a song called "Dear American" by the band Next. And the sort of broader context here is it was on the heels of Kim Sun-il's beheading by al-Zarqawi. If you remember that
I remember
piece
that.
of trash,
Yeah,
that's someone who definitely needs to be burning in hell. Anyway, so. After the Iraqi insurgents behead this Korean missionary, he goes and says this. And I would almost be able to sort of say, okay, I will accept your apology for the soldier part. I can almost forgive that. But he took it to daughters, mothers, daughters-in-law, the daughters-in-law and father, like that. This is a level of hate and ingratitude that I can't let go. Not for this piece of trash. Let's not forget something here. He exists solely because of us. South Korea only exists as a nation because we fought and died for South Koreans. And he's enjoyed all of that. And the only time he actually apologized for this was right after Gangnam Style blew up and everyone started going through, like, well, who is this guy? What's going on? Let's see. Oh, hey, here's this thing you said. And while he's sitting on a giant pile of American money in a country that we have protected for decades and funded for decades, that's when he gives this half-assed apology for something that is completely unacceptable. There is no way you can forgive and just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wish death on random people that I don't know. And by the way, where was he saying, hey, Iraqi Muslim terrorists, how about you die? You're the one who they beheaded a missionary, and he's yelling at the Americans.
I
He's
think
yelling
I
at the
know
people
why
who
he said
protected
this.
him.
I can add
Okay.
I can add an extra layer to this.
Yeah.
I have a good gumption
Yeah.
as to why he said this or what he
Because
was thinking at the time.
He has a soul. He's soulless.
So I remember when that dude got beheaded because a lot of people in Korea were really pissed off at all that.
Oh yeah. No, I
But
remember
at
that.
that
happened, too.
I mean, I was not in Korea at that time because I went to Korea in 2006, so this was like 2
Right.
years before that.
Yeah.
But when I came in, dude, the reason why he said this is because he was under the belief because there have been like a lot of conspiracy theories that were running rampant throughout Korea. A lot of really stupid ones, by the way. And I had to sit there through some really stupid ones.
Right.
Koreans love believing really dumbass, retarded conspiracy theories. They really do. So at the time in Korea when that dude got beheaded, there was this conspiracy theory going around that those Iraqis who beheaded him were doing it at the orders of the U.S. government because the U.S. government wanted to kill that Korean pastor because the conspiracy theory was that the U.S. government hates Korean Christians. And people bought that shit up.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's the dumbest thing.
And
I've
mean,
seen dumber. I swear to God.
That is Tartaria level dumb.
Yeah.
But still,
There's
so
some dumbass conspiracy theories
there
floating around
really
out there.
So yeah, I mean that's Tartaria level stupid. But that again, that doesn't really speak well of Psy that he's that friggin' ignorant. I mean, again, there's a level of ingratitude that's boiled in that's baked into this. It's like not only does South Korea doesn't exist without us and us protecting South Korea for the last 80 years now. Well, 70 years.
Okay, so let me tell you a story about what I witnessed. Okay, so I came in after that where I came across an even bigger, dumber conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
The mad cow thing. I was there for that. That was some ridiculousness, man. So one of my coworkers, he was this American white guy, right? Mm-hmm. He is teaching in an English class, and this college freshman age girl, right, comes in there, never meets him in her entire life. She chucks a book at his head. The guy ducks, it didn't hit him. He was like,
Right.
"What the hell is that about?" And the girl in her broken ass English was like, "I am a biology major, and I know your country, the U.S.,
Right.
is trying to poison us with all that mad cow that they're sending over. They're trying," and people thought that the U.S. was intentionally trying to poison the South Korean population with mad cow disease.
Why?
Which isn't even, it's not a poison, it's a prion disease. It's not even but people were talking about how it was going to mutate into a virus form, and it was designed in the lab to go airborne. And I'm like, airborne mad cow disease?
Why? What would
And
be the end?
people were pissed off at Americans because they thought the American government was intentionally trying to poison their ass with mad cow disease.
Why? What would be the possible benefit? See, I gotta know.
To make room so that the U.S. could take over, I guess, with their imperialistic ways.
We don't need we could just why? That's not even a thing.
Did you not know about this conspiracy theory?
No.
I thought I told you about this.
No, that is the dumbest
It's
thing.
pretty fucking stupid. And I was there for that. I actually got into arguments with people who were like, aren't you people are people were confused. They didn't know what to think of me because I'm Korean, but I'm also from America.
Yeah.
And people would legitimately ask me, Donnie, do you think the American government's trying to poison us? And I'm like, no. What the fuck
Why?
are you talking about?
Do you know how much money and how much time and money and material and lives were lost to keep South Korea a viable nation? If we wanted South Korea gone, all we need to do is leave. Even now, if we leave, North Korea comes in with China. Now, again, North Korea would need China to take South Korea now. But all we'd have to do is leave and then just come back and just wipe everything out if that's really what we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. That is Tartaria level stupid. But okay, so you're saying Psy is an idiot. Great. I understand that he's an idiot. But there's still a huge level of ungratefulness that really rubs me the wrong way. Like, we even had, like, Trump even went into North Korea to help try and make peace and end all this. Like, do South Koreans legitimately not understand how much America has done on their behalf? Do they just not get that?
You know what it is? I'll tell you straight up what it is. It's because what they get into news, a lot of it is like, there'll be like an outlandish crime, like a U.S. soldier will go out there and like probably like get a girl and like R-word her and then murder her, and then that shit will go all over the news. And then these Korean people are like, oh my God, look at these American soldiers all based up in our cities, going all barbaric on our girls and our young women. Look at this, it's despicable. That's how they think.
All right.
But there are, I mean, in all fairness, there are American soldiers who are based there who do act a fool, you know.
Oh yeah, and they should absolutely be punished. But but for every one, there's probably been 100 Americans who've died in wars that South Koreans didn't really do that much in. By the way,
right?
That was a legit thing that happened. Was a lot of news reports like, hey, why aren't y'all fighting on the front lines with our soldiers? Like, well, if Americans want to come and die, then I don't need to. Like, legit.
I think a lot of that has definitely subsided. Like, because I didn't notice that as much, like, later on. Because that's when I first came into Korea. But then, about 10 years later, I didn't see as much of that. So.
All right. So something probably clicked and like, hey, why would they spend all of these billions of dollars and lives to make certain our nation even exists?
Well, once they figured out no one was actually dying from mad cow disease, people were like, oh, that was all bullshit. Huh. Yeah. Oh, well.
No, they still listen to Psy.
Yeah.
So
anyway, for the last video, I wanted to show you not Psy, but actually my personal favorite girl group.
Okay, so this is like a healing thing?
Yeah. This is going to be like a healing, kind of like wash the taste out, you know. Because there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of bad blood between you and Psy. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But, the previous K-pop videos or episodes that we've done, I introduced you to K-pop girl groups, right?
Yes.
First one was XG, who's, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
aespa's,
I'll give that to you.
Yeah. aespa, they were pretty good, right?
Yeah. I like them. Yeah.
But my personal favorite, personal favorite girl group is this group.
Okay, so this is your personal favorite. Okay.
They're known as G.
And I do like KDA, by the way. I know it's not a real group, but I do kind of like them.
And this girl group, they're known as G Idol.
Okay.
And I want to play this because they do an actual cover of that last song that we listened to. That. Yeah. They do their version of that same song. But it's my favorite girl group.
Okay.
This is going to be the last one.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
At least as long as he's not there and he's not participating.
It's just showing them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still not happy with it, and it sounds like it looks like they're going to maintain the whole cultural appropriation.
Oh yeah, cowboys and everything. That's the main thing, man. You got to dress all Texan. That's Oogie. She's actually Chinese.
Actually, I was about to say, she doesn't look Korean.
There she is, the goat.
23.
Why does she look like a vampire?
She is, in my opinion, she is the goat.
Okay.
She is the one. She is, of all the K-pop girl groups and female performers, she is, in my opinion, the goat. And Jason, you know what?
What?
You are a fan of hers too, and you don't even realize it.
Oh, is she in KDA?
She is the leader of KDA.
Oh, okay.
She's the character. Remember the one with the bandana over her mouth and she had the fangs?
Yeah.
With
that's
spray
her?
paint? That's her.
Yeah. I was about to say, I know we hadn't gotten too far into it, but when she started, I'm like, hold on, that sounds familiar. I wasn't certain if it was something I'd heard, if I'd heard her from somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right, continue. All right.
23. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I was about to say, that definitely sounded like her.
There's Oogie.
Everybody say
There's a lot of fringe.
This one here,
Yeah.
that's Mion. I might actually be related to her because she's a Cho like me.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, this one,
Well,
she
how
was
common is that? How common is that name?
fairly common.
Okay.
This one was also almost the 5th member of Blackpink. There's a long story, but she got kicked out of the group before they debuted. Because she was caught dating a boy, which is like the ultimate sin as a trainee.
Understood.
So she was kicked out of Blackpink, and then she joined up with them. Also, she isn't the other member of KDA. She's the one with the remember the one with the foxtail?
Yeah, yeah.
Blonde
Oh,
one?
that's her? Yeah, yeah.
That's her.
Oh, okay.
That's Shua. She's actually Taiwanese.
They're copying his mediocre, stolen choreography.
What? It's a cover. They're supposed to do the choreography, man.
They could do better than that. If you're gonna do a cover of the song, that's fine, but at least improve it. I mean, you got half of half of KDA here. I'm just saying they could have done better. You don't need to copy all of it.
They got a little bit of their own choreography here.
Yeah, it's at least something. All right, the song's not that terrible. I mean, it's obviously not anything's gonna. It's not Hamlet, but it's.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that terrible.
It ain't Shakespeare.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be.
And it's not like they're all wearing cowboy hats. Just like one or two of them.
Well, they still have the fringe. Like, it's still clearly what they're doing. But all right, it's not straight. It's not what that piece of trash did. So I'm okay with this. Like, they still maintain a little, like it's more like an homage kind of a thing. So that's fine.
Guess who appeared? Oh,
what?
shit.
Did you just catfish me with this piece?
Oh, yeah, you've been
you
catfished.
piece of crap.
Oh, yeah.
I will never forgive you for this betrayal.
Fuck you, Yankees. Oh, yeah. Fuck those Yankees. Torturing Iraqi captives. Oh, yeah. Kill their daughters and mothers.